Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'm just going to be doing a little catch up and a Q&A as well because I haven't done one of these kind of like sit down videos in a really long time. So let's do this, hun. Let's do this, chicken. Not many people were too impressed with me calling you chicken, so I guess we're just going to stick to guys. Hello guys. Hello my loves. I like that one. Anyway, so the first thing I want to say is thank you so much for 1 million subscribers. What the fuck? That is a lot of people, and it just blows my mind to think that many people have recognized me and wanted to come back and keep seeing me. So thank you so much. It really means the world to me. I don't know what I'd be doing without this passion, hobby, job. Like, it is the best thing that's ever happened to me. So I did have a 1 million party. My family and friends surprised me, and I had no idea. It was so much fun. I know it's a bit delayed, this thank you, but I have been doing like makeup tutorials and stuff, and I was waiting to just do like a sit down kind of video until I could thank you guys, but I don't even know what to say. Like, you guys are the reason that I'm here today and the reason that I'm so incredibly happy with my life, and I just can't thank you enough. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys so much, and my family and friends for supporting me throughout this whole journey of YouTube. I was just sitting here thinking before, like, when I first started YouTube, I was like literally still in school, and I didn't even know like what could come out of it. I didn't think that this would ever happen in my life. I just did it because I love doing makeup, and I was like, hey, maybe I can teach a few people, even though I was shocking when I first started doing YouTube. I was sucked so bad. Looking back at my old makeup tutorials, I'm like, what are you doing, Shani? And you know what? We all did this together as a team, as a family, and yeah. I love you. Another thing that I want to talk to you guys about is something that happened to me while I was clubbing the other day. So I went to this event on a Sunday, right? And this happens to me all the time, and I just want to share it with you guys because I'm sure it happens to you as well, and it's pissing me off so bad. And that is when guys walk past you, they slap your bum, or for example, when I was taking a Snapchat video, I was just like, yeah, like singing, like drunk Shani, singing to my Snapchat, having the best time of my life, and then all of a sudden this guy randomly just comes up to me and kisses me on the cheek, and I'm like, what makes you think that a girl that you don't even know wants you to touch them? Please tell me. The amount of times where I've walked past a guy and they've just slapped me on the ass, and I've turned around to see who it was and I can't see them because they've ran away because they know it's wrong, blows my mind. And then the amount of times where I turn around and the guy's just like kind of looking at me, and I'm like, yuck, can you fucking not? Just one of those things that I wanted to get off my chest, and hopefully if you're a guy watching this video and you do that, hopefully you stop, because it is so disrespectful and it makes me feel sick and I will vomit on you. I have, clocked a few guys in the leg with my heel when they've done that, because that honestly makes me so furious that I can't help but like, and that's what you get, honey. The first question is, how do you feel about influence whose content completely revolves around sponsorships? Like, understandably, this is a career and money has to be made, but do you feel like it creates a lack of trust between the influencer and the viewer? Well, I guess it really depends on who you're talking about, because for me, I could never promote something that I don't genuinely use, and I know a lot of people can get caught up in like, oh my god, they're gonna give me $10,000, they're gonna give me $20,000, I'm just gonna do this sponsor because that's a lot of money, and I want to buy this car, I want to buy this house, I want to buy this bag, so they just go ahead and do it because they feel like they can get to their goal quicker, and they forget sometimes about what's most important, and that's obviously the trust between the influencer and the viewer. And that's something that I would never jeopardize, because it's so obvious if someone's like promoting some stupid shit that you know they don't actually use, because you know that person, you know a YouTuber that you're watching and their interest because you've been probably watching them for a while. I personally watch YouTube so incredibly much, and if I see a sponsorship that seems ungenuine or just seems like they wouldn't even use it, I just click out of the video, because I just don't want to listen to bullshit. You know what I mean? And I'm sure you guys don't want to either. That's why I'm just like, if I'm going to do a sponsorship, I use the product. I love the product. And I think it's a good idea to share it with the world. Oh my god, I honestly get this question all the time, and that is what happened to Luna. I have told you guys a few times on Snapchat and stuff, but for you guys that don't know, Luna is my dog that I got probably like 6 months ago or something, and when I got her, the person that I was buying her off said, she's gonna be tiny, she's gonna be so small, because I was like, I live in an apartment, it isn't the biggest apartment ever, and I don't want the dog to be suffering because I don't have a backyard, okay? Like, I can take them for walks, but I don't have a backyard. So, you know where this leads to. 5 months later, Luna is humongous. She's getting really irritated being in this small little apartment, and I'm like, fuck, what am I supposed to do? Luna and I have the strongest connection ever. I'm so obsessed with her. Like, I get so upset if I don't see her for at least a week, and I definitely do see her once a week now. But we were just like inseparable, so I was like, fuck, what am I gonna do? I was crying. I'm like, Mom, can you please look after her until I move out and get a backyard? And she's like, okay, whatever. At the time, Mum didn't have a very like strong connection with Luna, but she just took her under her wing, and now Mum and Luna are literally like this. Mum and Luna are now closer than me and Luna. Actually, I don't know, that's debatable, but they love each other so much. Mum has a backyard. Luna runs around every single day. She loves her life. You can honestly tell how happy she is. I did say to Mum that I want Luna back like as soon as I move, but I don't know if I can do that to Mum or Luna. I don't want to like always move her around and stuff, so I guess we'll see what happens when I do move, and if I do get like a big enough backyard for her, because Bindi and Luna loved each other. It just was like the size, and I just was thinking of Luna's happiness, like, what's more important, if I'm happy with Luna because I'm so obsessed with her, or if Luna's happy with her life and I can still see her once a week? This one. Thank you. The next question is, tell us about your siblings and family. I don't feel like I talk about my siblings much on YouTube. I like to keep that private just because they're like my world, and I don't want them to ever get involved in like this whole social media thing, because I feel like there should be like a line of like privacy and like YouTube and social media and putting yourself out there and stuff. But little background, I have 2 brothers, 1 sister. My brother is 9. My sister is 10. Oh, fucks me, I don't even know. No, that's not right. 1 brother's 23, 1 brother's 8, and 1 sister's 10. So growing up, I wouldn't say that my older brother and I were like the closest. We started getting close when I like just came out of high school, and I started just like maturing a little bit, and I'm like, oh my God, it feels like my brother actually likes me. This is the best thing ever, because like he would always pick on me in school like any normal brother would. I mean, I'm not saying that he was a bully, but we just didn't get along very well. We did sometimes, like, we'd play with toys and shit when we were little, but, like, when we got older into our teenage years, we just weren't the best of friends, but now we're super close, and we talk about everything, and he always comes to me for advice. Thank you. And then when it comes to my little brother and sister, I see them once a week. I love them so much. Me and my sister especially are, like, literally so close. We are, like, the same people, I swear. Like, she's so stubborn like me. She's just shy like me. I love her. I'm trying to bring her out of her shell though, because she's like really shy, like on another level. When I was growing up, I was really shy as well, and I would say that I only just started coming out of that bubble when I left high school. I was really shy. Scary. When it comes to my mum and dad, we are all so close. They had me when they were 20, so they're really young parents, and I just tell them everything. I love them so much. I see them all the time. If I go 2 weeks without seeing them, I feel so empty. They never see me like talk about how much I love them. So this would be so awkward if they saw this video, because I just don't like sharing my emotions. I don't like telling people I love them. I know it's so bad, but I'm just like the least, most affectionate person you've ever met. My parents actually broke up when I was like 4 or 5 or something, and I'd start to piss the bed because I obviously wasn't happy with anything. I wasn't happy with my parents breaking up. So then they got back together and I was completely fine. I was like an angel child. And then they actually got a divorce. Well, no, they actually haven't got divorced, but they broke up when I was in grade 11 for goodness, still separated, but they're still really close friends. And when I was in grade 11 and when they broke up, I was like, oh my God, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. I can't believe it, because at the time I didn't realize that your parents separating would actually in the long run make them happier, because if that's what they both want, they're going to be happier, which is going to make you happier, and that's what you should be focusing on. You shouldn't be like, I want you to stay together because of me. That's not how it works. You're going to make sure your parents are happy as well. The next question is kind of a hard one to answer. It is, how have you dealt with your social anxiety being an online figure? Well, I don't know. I feel like my social anxiety has kind of like became worse ever since I've done social media, but then at the same time there are some aspects where it has definitely gotten better. So for example, my social anxiety goes something like this. So it was my friend's birthday like 2 days ago, and we're pretty close. We only just started hanging out like 6 months ago, so we're not like besties, but we are pretty close. And she was having like 10 of her friends come to this dinner as well, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't go. I don't know any of the other people. I feel like I'm going to be left out. Like, I just get really socially anxious when I'm with a big group of people that I don't know. So I didn't go because I'm like, fuck, I'm going to be so anxious this whole time because I don't know anyone, even though if I did go, I know that all her friends would be so nice. I know I'd get along with them, and I know that I would make conversation with them. Like, it's so weird because sometimes I'm like that, and then sometimes I'm a complete extrovert. Yeah, that's the word. And I'm like loud and annoying and funny and whatever, but then sometimes I'm just like, I don't know, it's really weird. And then another time I went to a meetup, which was my first meetup that I've ever had, and that was at the Gold Coast, right? And I didn't really know what to expect because I'd never had a meetup before. And then I get there and there's like 250 girls and a few guys waiting for me. And I was like, oh my God. Okay, so it was like the best thing that's ever happened to me because I'm like, fuck, all these people want to meet me. And then on the other hand, I'm like, oh, this is so scary. Like, I don't want to let anyone down. Like, I'm doing this by myself. So I did get really anxious there, and a lot of people were like, Shani, like, you look so nervous, what's wrong? And I'm like, oh, this is just obviously fucking scary because there's so many people standing around me to meet me and I just don't know what to do. Like, oh, don't get me wrong, I love meeting you guys. It's honestly the best feeling ever. Like, when I left, I was so happy. I'm like, I'm so glad I did that. It was such a fun experience, but like, just to see so many people, I was just like... Speaking of meeting you guys, I just want to say... I met this girl the other day at the movies, right? And we were lining up to go get our popcorn and food, and I was with like 4 of my friends, and she was with like 4 of her friends as well. And we were lining up, right? She was at the front of the line, I was at the back of the line. And the line kind of like wrapped around, so she saw me like right next to her, like at the back of the line. She's like, hey, can we get a photo? I was like, yeah, of course. Like, what movie are you going to see? And she's like, Split. And I was like, oh my God, same, that's so cool. And she's like, can we get a photo? I was like, yeah, sure. And then I got a photo with her. And then... I was like, okay, bye, because people in the line were like, Maeve, hurry up, because she was holding up the whole line to get a photo with me, and I was like, oh my God, this is so uncomfortable that everyone's waiting for me because I'm getting a photo, like, I feel so bad. So anyways, I said bye to her, and I went and did my own thing, and she was like next up in line anyway. And then she posts on an advice page, and she's like, I met Shani today, I feel like she just didn't want anything to do with me, I feel like she just wasn't interested in our conversation. And I was like, are you serious? And then like she attached a photo of me underneath of us smiling, getting a photo, looking all happy. And I'm like, how was I not nice to you? I tried to make conversation with you. I asked what movie you're seeing. I got a photo with you. I was literally so nice to her. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. I don't know. People just like to start drama, I guess. What can you do? It's also funny to see all these videos about people like meeting rude YouTubers. Like, I have met a lot of rude YouTubers, but like, I've also met a lot of rude people in my life, and that's the same thing. Am I going to make a video about meeting rude people? Oh yeah, this girl at the cafe, she obviously was having a bad day, so she was being a bitch to me. Like, everyone has bad days. Come on. I don't know, I just feel like it's unfair because YouTubers are the exact same as everyone else. They all have bad days. We all have bad days. You have bad days. The next question is actually an interesting one. Would you ever become gay? If I ever had the desire of being with a woman, then of course. But right now, I definitely feel 100% straight, and I don't think I'll ever be bi or gay. I'm not attracted to that. Anyways, there's one more thing that I want to run over because I know you guys care so much about my life. I'm kidding. This is so not interesting, but I went to the doctors the other day, and I actually have to take iron deficiency tablets now every night for the next 6 months or something like that, which is so annoying. But now I understand and I get why I was so lazy for the past 6 months, because I had no energy. I was like, why do I just feel like a slug all the time? So now that I've started to take these iron deficiency tablets, I'm starting to feel a lot better, have more energy, and I've started up the gym. I'm so proud of myself. But yeah, I've been going to the gym every day, well, every weekday, except yesterday because I was literally so dead from the day before. But if gym is something that you guys have thought about doing, then I'll definitely recommend it. It's so much fun. Just, I'm giving you that extra push because after you go to the gym or work out at home, whatever, you feel so much better and happier and more motivated about everything. So trust me on that. If you've been thinking about starting to exercise, go do it, honey. You got this. Start right now. Don't start in 5 minutes. Don't start in an hour. Don't start in 2 days. Start right now. So anyways, I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you very soon. Mwah. Bye!